What's up YouTube, Phoenix CD back again with yet another Black Clover Phantom Knights YouTube video. So, it is everyone's favorite day, update day, and yeah, well, it's just update day. So, global, hopefully those who summoned for Spirit of Zephyr, for Spirit Dive Uno and Royal Knights Asta, hopefully you guys got the one you wanted. Hopefully, they're both fantastic units, so I wouldn't be mad if you got either. As well as the fact that Spirit Dive Uno will essentially be on almost every Phantom Fest banner. I think it's going to take a few months, but he will essentially be on every Phantom Fest banner almost after this. So if you didn't pull him, don't worry. You have plenty of chances to pull him, as well as other limited units, so don't worry about that. So today, this game has been out for, over a year, and I thought today's Let's Talk video would essentially be what I think this game needs to improve on. So it was just kind of a simple video, but I think it would help. Maybe that one Bandai spy is listening or watching this, and they decide, okay, maybe these ideas are pretty good, so they get implemented. But yeah, global, I think your next banner will end up being... Okay. I think your next banner will end up being Valkyrie dress. If not, then one of the swimsuit units, definitely. I know, swimsuit in April. Yeah, I think one of the swimsuit units could be next, or Valkyrie dress. So if it's one of the swimsuit units, you can, in all honesty, skip. If it's Valkyrie dress, along with Null Nozel, you can summon if you'd like. But keep that in mind. JP, we don't really know what they're doing, but personally, I'd assume that they're going to drop Dorothy soon. So I think after this update, we'll see Dorothy. Last year, this game didn't do a Golden Week, and if you guys aren't familiar, then Golden Week is pretty much the last week of April / first week of May. May, right? May, yeah. Yep. Yep, last week of April, first week of May, there's like a string of holidays. So I think between the maybe 27th, I believe. I don't know the exact dates. I think it's like the 27th through the something. It's just essentially a string of holidays for JP. Yeah, it's a 5-day weekend from May 2nd to May 6th. Okay, so I was a bit off when I said that, but that means that it's still a thing. It's close, and usually for Golden Week, it's the first week of May, and then usually this game doesn't do anything because why would it do something when the second week of May is second week? Is it second? Yeah, the second week of May is essentially going to be the 1.5 anniversary, and they most likely wouldn't put two hype things back to back like that. So you can kind of think of our Golden Week as the anniversary, but not really in a sense. But you get the point. But yeah, I think Dorothy will be next for JP, maybe with Kirsch as a limited unit, or maybe even Dorothy, since most / every captain is in a normal banner unit. Dorothy plus lightning armor luck / reincarnation luck. That would be a very interesting combo to see. But yeah, I think anything can drop at this point, except for like Lumiere and Sekire. I think they are saving them for something bigger. So keep that in mind. I honestly don't advise spending any more gems right now because, once again, anniversary is 1.5 anniversary is, a few weeks away. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so to start this video off, I'm essentially going to start with shop and see how far along we can get with improvements I think this game can make. So yeah, so we're just gonna start with the top. This is okay. I don't know where these came from. Oh, I remember now. I used tickets. I had 22 tickets and I used them. Oh, when it comes to tickets, probably save them because there should be some hype units coming, and I don't think all of them will be limited units, so keep that in mind. But anyway, I personally, in all honesty, I think the shop is useless. In all honesty, it's just useless. If anything, the most things you get from it would be these sheets and gold. Those are essentially the only things that will end up being useless this late in the game. Like if you just consider that I'm late game, those would be the only things that are useful late game. Just these two. Pages and gold. Mainly because 7-star awakening is not cheap and it is not easy to do. So it's definitely something you should consider. Now, what can they do to improve the quality of the shop? I think they either need to add a new relic, 100% add phantom sheets to the shop, make them worth 15k maybe even 5k, because it's one phantom sheet after all, so it shouldn't really be that expensive. And it does kind of take a while to accumulate this many points unless you just constantly pull dupes on end, which I know it does happen to some people. But yeah, I think phantom sheets should definitely be placed in the shop, as well as making these accessories kind of more attractive to get. So I've mainly been thinking about this the past few days as well, but I personally think these shop relics, excluding this, should be the first and potentially only relics that end up going 7-star. I mean, we have 7-star units, so I personally only think it's natural that eventually we will end up getting 7-star relics. So I definitely think these could all work as 7-star relics in a way, shape, or form. So for example, the mirror, as we all know, it increases action, but what if it increased every stat and still increased action as a 7-star relic? Without a doubt, it would be the best relic in the game, and people would actually have a reason to go for this. So I think that's one good change it could make. And I was thinking for the ring, like ring-wise, they all increase wisdom. Mainly because almost all of these use wisdom in a way, shape, or form, except for except for the attacker ring. So outside of increasing wisdom, it keeps its same effect, or the effect is permanent, whatever you want to call it. So attack skills are easier to activate. It increases wisdom. At the same time, it also increases attack. So increases attack, increases wisdom as a 7-star relic. That would be perfectly fine. This should be healing, so boost attack, boost wisdom, and boost HP, just because we don't have a relic that buffs HP. So I think that'd be fine. This boost attack and boost defense. It's a buffer ring. Buffers kind of need defense. And the jammer ring, well, no, I keep on saying attack. Boost wisdom and boost defense. And then the jammer ring boosts speed and boosts defense. So, is my thing frozen? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. But I think that would make these relics a lot more attractive to get for people, because right now they're just useless. At the very most, there's probably one unit that can use each of these rings, and just some are good, but there's kind of no reason why you wouldn't go Hero Flag or Storm Brooch. So I definitely think that could be a positive change they make, as well as creating another tab to this where, is this not going to update, or? Okay, well, all right. I'll be back after my fate. Okay, well, okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi just kind of shut off, so that's why my screen recorder stopped working. But anyway, yeah. So I think they should add another tab, and all of the normal banner characters should be there for potentially 25k. Maybe even 20k, because in all honesty, that seems like a fair price to get essentially a free character. And as we all know, most gacha games at this point have a system where if you get shafted, or they give some type of summoning incentive. So now we could have dupes become more useful in this game. So pulling a dupe of units just doesn't mean, all right, here we go, now I can get 50 more GP and 50 more gold. So I definitely think they can add normal banner units. Some of the better ones are definitely Vanessa and Rouge, Finroll Jammer, and Null Nozel. And, hopefully maybe Dorothy could also be added to that list and other units, because it's actually been around 4 months since we last had a normal banner unit join the pool, so now would be a great time for them to add one. But yeah, I essentially think these changes could really help out this shop, mainly because it's useless right now. It really is just useless. Okay, so the event shop, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's fine. For the people that do say this game doesn't have content, that and the other, I kind of just want to say that, like, please realize that it took Dokkan, 2 to 3 years to make Super Battle Road, and then 3 to 4 years to make 3 to 4 years to make the Legendary Goku event. So more content does not come easy / often. And other games don't even have extra content. It's just the same thing over and over again. So, we have weekly events. We have Tower of Dream the last week of every month. We occasionally have defense ranking. So, hopefully we do get harder game modes, but, it just takes patience. Dokkan didn't decide within its first year, let's make the Legendary Goku event. It didn't decide that. It's progressive over time because, the stronger these units get, the harder the events will eventually become. So, once again, in due time, all this, more content, harder content stuff will come. I remember someone, quote, I won't say their name, but they said they wanted harder content, and now look, we have harder content. So, it takes time. Okay, I have so much to say about Relic Shop for characters. So, first off, I think the entire system for this needs to be changed. Like, this timer being that long shouldn't exist, and that one being out of 1 shouldn't exist as well. So, I think best case that they actually use this, and so if your character matches, North? Yeah. If your character matches North, then, so just basing it off of right now, if your character matches North, I think it should take you, what did I say? Okay, 20 hours to get a relic. I think that's reasonable. Because right now, I don't think anyone has a level 5 Storm Brooch, mainly because there wasn't any, halftime on Shop Forge Global right now, so I think closest people might have a level 4 one. Maybe like 1 or 2 people have a level 5 one, but without reduced shop timers, it literally takes, 36 hours just to get a relic? Like, Spirits of Zephyr, his favorite area is in 2nd place, and it's still taking, 32 hours plus to get one of his relic. And his relic isn't even that good. I'm just getting it for collector's purposes. So, this definitely needs to change. I think it should be 20 hours if you're number 1, 22 if you're number 2, and 24 if you're number 3. I think that makes it completely fair. This little extra add-on in shop, it's nice, but I think it would be better to replace it for materials that the characters need. So, when the game first started, a lot of people were saying, oh, how do you get the rainbow crystals? Or like the triple rainbow crystals that you get from dispatches? Put those in here. Like, there's no reason not to. There's no reason not to put the materials that the character actually needs to level up their grimoire in this section. So I definitely think that's a huge change that... Okay, well, sorry about that. But that's a huge change that they could make to this that would make this more viable and more people to use it outside of just getting character memories. Because right now, I could easily just put him in there, get 1, 2, 3, then say, okay, I'm done. Like, you ideally never need to put him back in the shop. Even looking at his relic, you could just say, oh, okay, level 5. Doesn't seem that good. Bye. Like, they definitely need to make that better. And, the same thing would happen for half shop timers. So, half shop time, the first place would be 10. Second place would be 12. That's not the right math. First place would be 10. Second place would be 11. And third place would be 12. So, I think that is a fantastic change they could do to shop to make it a lot more viable. just so a lot more people use it, because right now, outside of getting your storm brooches and hero flags, you're pretty much not using this for anything else. And your exchange. PvP shop is great. I haven't gotten a reward yet, so... Huh. I think some of them expire. Well, I have to keep that in mind. Because I remember getting... maybe not. Anyway. That's about it for shop. Dispatch. I'll get back to that at another time. It's not bad, but it is bad. So now, PvP. Quite simply, I will say the same things I've said long ago that will make PvP a lot more viable and a lot more fun. So number one, I am happy that they did add the PvP shop. That's the wrong tab, but you know, I'm pretty much not getting top 1,000 anymore. Well, even top 100. So, I mean, I'll keep playing PvP, but I'm not gonna go far. But anyway, it's great that they added a PvP shop. That's wonderful, but they need to do more. I definitely think that right now they should have, number one, stop the refreshing. That shouldn't be a thing. And I'm mainly saying this because you can easily go to one person, let's just say, I fight this person 32 points, I easily beat them, right? Then I can easily just keep refreshing until I find that same person again and keep fighting them over and over again. So what's the point of Arena if you could just do that? Number one. Number two, the pitiful excuse of quote-unquote defense. Defense teams essentially mean nothing for this game mode. Oh, this was like one of my first defense teams. Oh, this was my free farm defense team. Yeah, this was the team where I was just like, I don't really care about PvP. You guys can just get a free win. You know, I'll just set it to that. I don't really care. So, defense teams mean nothing in this game mode. Why? I personally think if your team is successful in defending, then you should at least get half the points that the person was offered. So let's just say I fight this person that's 42. They win. They get what? I'm not good at speed math. It's not 26, yeah. They get 20. That's not right either. Wow, I'm stupid. No, it is 26. No, I'm just stupid. Okay, 24. There we go. That's not 24 either. Wow, this is sad. I can't do math. 21. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I think you should get 21 points in return for if your defense team wins. Same goes for this. Guess what? It's not. Did I say 24? But okay. You know what I meant? 21. La 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 la. Then for this, you get 22 rounded down. Yeah, I just round it down. It doesn't matter. And if you're unsuccessful, then you should at least get maybe a fourth of the points. So I don't know why I'm going back to this math. You guys already know I suck at this. But anyway, yeah, losing to this, instead of giving me 12, it gives me about 8. That's just rough numbers. I know it's not exactly 4, but it gives me 8 instead of, winning giving me 21. I think that's fair. But instead, defense teams mean nothing, and you can easily just refresh until you find a defense team where you're like, okay, I can beat this 42 points. Let me remember the name. Okay, got the name. Let me just keep on finding them after I beat them. Because that is literally one of the easiest ways to farm tower. Find one person with one team, continuously refresh until you find them again, and you keep beating them, rinse and repeat. You're guaranteed to get 42 points, etc., etc. So that's why I say get rid of refreshing, so you're actually forced to fight some of these higher up people. And have at least 2 people of each point option. So the 245s at top, the 249. Oh my gosh, I can't. I mixed them together. But 245s up top, 242s here, 39, 36, so on and so forth. I think that would be much better than them doing the defense team don't matter. So yeah, I think that definitely needs to be done. In the regards to defense quest, I think that's completely fine. Nothing really needs to change in my opinion. Eventually they will add another one. We don't really know what it will be. Personally, I do think it would be cool if it was Gaja. So if you didn't watch the anime yet, you know, the guy that just attacked everyone. But if you did, then him or one of the he would be a great one. I don't want to spoil, so he'd be a great one. Honing doors. So some people have a little. Why am I getting added? Okay, well, that's why I don't like people. Anyway, a lot of people are like, we're saying, well, like long before, like when this game was still a month new, some people, which shall remain nameless, were saying, okay, these doors were pretty trash. You know, it's not worth grinding them, and as you can see, I have nearly 600 keys, and I don't even use them. That's the wrong one. But I would like to keep everyone and let you all know that all these doors were essentially probably at this point triple in cost. So when JP first started, this first door wasn't 2. This second door wasn't 3. This third door was not 6. I think the most expensive door was 42 or 36 stamina. Like, it wasn't cheap. The fact that they reduced it to half, or actually less than half, that's extremely generous. And there were still people complaining that, oh, it's useless, it shouldn't be 12, and you're not even guaranteed drops. I agree that it's stupid that you're not guaranteed drops. But it being 12 stamina is actually really generous. And in my honest opinion, if I could change anything, I would do 2 things. 1, add a separate stage where the roll crest drops, so you don't have to be at the mercy of waiting for an event to claim them. Mainly because there were a fair amount of people that did start the game when Tag Charlotte and Yami first dropped, and it's kind of like, okay, what do we do? Like, how are we supposed to get roll crests since the event isn't up? Honing doors would be a great way for you guys to get roll crest. Oh my god, I can't talk. But yeah, you don't have to worry about super fragments. They can keep that in however they want to deal with that. Keep that in summons, keep that in missions, etc., etc. But I definitely think there should be another stage added to this for roll crest, as well as 3 more stages. 1 for red items, just all red items, all tiers. 1 for green items for all tiers, and 1 for yellow items for all tiers. Mainly because you would not, well, some of you guys would believe, but it is incredibly annoying. That's what I'll tap. And I mean this bolded and underlined and any type of text change you could do. Incredibly annoying trying to farm these, right? So that's easily over probably 500 wings yellow wings I've spent. Yellow wings are 100% the most used relic, most used material I used. It's annoying going through a stage 20 times and only getting 3. So my material should just be a testament enough that it took me so many times to actually get just any amount of yellow wings. It's kind of ridiculous how many times they decided this character is going to have a yellow relic. Please stop with that. These reds are barely used for anything. 84 reds, 44 greens, 28 yellows. And if you want to see more, then look. At one point, me and I guarantee you someone else, shout out to Triss, you know, you were going to wait for your shout out. Triss from the Discord, captain of the Silver Eagles. He had pretty much 99 of all these relics. I also had 99 of all of these, I said relics, all of these materials. I've clearly used some since then, but we both essentially just farmed that, got 99 of everything to get 3 wings in return? When we need, essentially 8? It's more than 8. The first level is 4, then the second 12. So you need 12 of these to get a relic, to get a quote-unquote yellow relic from level 1 to level 5. Please just make separate doors. Please, that would be so much better than having all of them just grouped up on one stage where You could get some, you could not get some. Just make individual stages for the types. That would be a lot better. Sorry about that. That's my gripes for that. I'm really hoping this doesn't seem like a rant video. It's 25 minutes. I'll get to the next point and end it. So, and now, the thing that most people are like, okay, after I finish story, what's next? Okay, so, when it comes to story, I think they're definitely making more story. As you can see, JP is on page 14. Global, I think you're on 12 still? Maybe? Potentially? Maybe? I think you're on 12. But yeah, they're still making story so far. There's still more to learn about GN story-wise. That and all that and the other, but when it comes to free stages, I honestly think there's no reason why they shouldn't have created... Let me do this. There's no reason why they shouldn't have created hard mode stages for these yet. So... and keep this. Keep that. So, I'll just say in order. But there's no reason why there shouldn't be hard mode stages for all of these yet. I think that would be incredibly good. People can get black jewels now without saying, oh, you barely get any. Maybe raise them to 100. Stay on a main path, so don't branch off to characters like Noelle like this. Like, just ignore all these character ones and just remake all the ones for the materials and accessories and hard mode. I don't know why I keep scrolling down like that. And keep this and add maybe a different character you can grind each month. And please, stop making that grind just stupid for no reason. So for those who haven't unlocked it yet, this is essentially the secret quest. And you see that? 36 hours and 30 minutes to dispatch. For a chance, not even guaranteed, a chance to get one mimosa shard. That shouldn't exist. You go on a 36 hour and 30 minute dispatch to get one mimosa shard. Okay. It doesn't get any better for double drops, because double drops you will only still get one mimosa shard. So it's really just like, what are we supposed to do then? You give us a way to farm these free shards for some of these Norman banner characters, but we have to spend 36 hours to do it, and in all honesty, it's not even worth it. So why does that keep happening? So I think it'll be great if... No, okay, it's because I'm using... Okay, I see why. So I think it'll be great if they rotate these out monthly. So every month it isn't just Mimosa, it's someone else. And they make it a lot easier to farm. That'd be helpful. They most likely won't do it. But hey, I think dungeons are fine. There's nothing really wrong with them. Okay, well... Now you know what time zone I'm in. But yeah, there's kind of no reason for them to do all of the just 36 hours for a dispatch for a chance to get a character. Same thing here, 36 hours for a chance to get luck shards. Like, it really isn't worth it. It really isn't. So I guess that's the only ideas I have about this game what this game can do to fix itself. Maybe for hard content, I was thinking something along the lines of creating a stage where you fight through iconic villains or iconic fights that squads had to fight. So the Black Bull Challenge obviously would be the main one. So just challenge fights. So Black Bull Challenge fight, you fight through all the villains that the Black Bulls had to fight through. But the catch is you can only use characters that fit on Black Bull V1 formation. So, you know, people want more content, people want things to be more difficult. This is a way you get best of both worlds. Only characters that are on Black Bull's V1 can be used. So, you know, we have Yami, Charmy, I almost said Vanessa. Noelle, Raw Knight Asta, whomever else we can use Black Asta wherever he is. I'm pretty sure I passed him. Black Asta. But yeah, only characters that can fit on Black Bull's V1 can be used until a certain point. Then characters that fit on Black Bull V2, so on and so forth for the other squads. But I essentially think that would be best, and they provide the formation for you, so that would be pretty cool. That would be a pretty cool thing for them to do to get more challenging content into the game. Try to give us more rewards, potentially. Give us more Phantom Sheets, more jewels. You know, we could always use those. But yeah, that will essentially end it for today's video. I want to thank you guys for watching. My throat feels sore from all this talking, so I'm going to post this video and most likely gonna sleep, but not really gonna sleep because it's update night and I have to translate. So, thanks to everyone that's followed me, subscribe, all that. You know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that juicy YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.